Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of the Red Devils Corner Kick podcast, fan podcast dedicated to Manchester United Football Club. Before we proceed, like, subscribe, follow, whether it's on Instagram, X, TikTok, Red Devils Corner Kick Pod through TikTok and Instagram, and RD Corner Kick Pod on X. And then don't forget to hit like, subscribe, follow, leave a feedback. If you want to do collaboration, do so as well. Let me know, but you can follow on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify. It's Saturday afternoon. We finally had the match. We finally got our first win. United fans, how do you feel? How do I feel? I feel okay with it. Listen, I'm happy with the win. Let's not take that away. We got our first win of the season, and it wasn't the win that you would have planned. It wasn't. It definitely, like, in the lineup again. Again, the manager sees everything more than what we do. When we do a lineup prediction, is what we want to see, and we hope that it happens. And sometimes we're 100%, sometimes we're not. But we saw the lineup the way it was. The starting three is what we've seen in the last for all three preseason games, or through all three Premier League games. Cunha and Mbeumo and Mount starting at those three. Dorgu didn't start today. You had Dalot starting on the left, Ahmad out on the right, Bruno and Casemiro in the middle, and then the back three of Euro, Shaw, and De Ligt, and then Bayender in net. Listen, the first half looked more exciting than compared to what we saw. It looked like similar to the first 15 minutes against Fulham, similar to what we saw against Arsenal. Obviously, we got the goal. It was an own goal. It came from a free kick. We took it. It definitely was a struggle because two of our goals so far this season were off of own goals. Like, I'll take them. A goal is a goal. Either way, it's in our favor. But it was good today to see us get the goal from Mbeumo, get the goal off of the penalty. So it's, we finally were able to get something going in the end. There were opportunities, to say the least. The biggest struggle was putting the ball past the Burnley defense and into the net. On target, there were issues. We had 6 shots on target. We had 26 total shots. Now, when they do the shots, it's obviously in the vicinity of the net, but not a lot of them were on target. When you look at 6 on target and 20 were not, compared to Burnley, who had only 6 shots, 3 of them were on target, 2 of them went for goals. So yeah, to say the least, statistically, it was a little bit better for Burnley for what they did with the low amount of shots and then shots on target. But listen, we did, like, as much as we got the win, there were some casualties with the win. Cunha left with a hamstring. We lost Mason Mount at half. I don't know when Mason Mount got the knock. Maybe it's only a small knock. Maybe it's something that can recover during the international break. Because, again, we don't have a Premier League game until the 14th, which is against Man City. So we have 2 big games, so health is going to be a concern. So hopefully Cunha's hamstring injury isn't there. He was able to walk off of it. He didn't walk with a limp or anything. It looked like he walked off. So we'll see. Like, again, Cunha played all of Wednesday, and he was there for most of, I believe he played all of Monday or Sunday too against Fulham. So that's again, it's a lot of soccer in a week. But he definitely he played well today. I'll be doing my player rankings later on, but he did play well today. We did see movement going. We did see shots go. We did see, like, things were working out well. Obviously, we go up 1-0. It's halftime. We come back, the change. And this is nothing against Kobe Mainu, but we did see a change in the way the team played at half. the one thing that was great was we gave up the goal. We responded back seconds later, and that was great. The header from Xerxes to Delo, and then Delo to Embuemo, and boom, the goal was in. The second goal, obviously, listen, we have to clear it out. Bayender made the saves, but we have to clear it out. Obviously, the deflection off, like Kobe looks like he tried to get a piece of it with his foot, led to off of Bayender and into the net. Yeah, it sucks. And then when you're looking at it there, you're starting to get the mentality of what we've been going through. Like, again, like we struggle. Like, again, you start going through that, and you're wondering if Ruben's going through that mental state as well. It's like, we got the lead back. We can't control. We can't maintain the D. We're making the stupid passes. We can't make movement up front. Like, there were struggles there. And we all saw that. Like, again, it was a roller coaster in the second half, especially when you see 4 goals being scored in that second half. Like, but it was, again, I'm happy with the win, but there were struggles today, and those struggles seem to be concerning. And again, in that second half, where United had momentum from what they were doing in that first half, just went away. Like, I'm happy with the retaliatory goal, but with the lead again, and then they're giving up silly mistakes. But again, I don't want to take away from this win. A win is a win, and I'll take it. And maybe this is the kickstart. Maybe this is what we need for momentum to keep going through. It's what we need. It's what United need going forward. And for the way things have been going this season, the way it has been starting this season hasn't been the best. And the win will make you forget a little bit what happened this week, but it won't be completely forgotten. It was a struggle to win, to say the least. And hats off to Burnley. They capitalized and did what they did. But the goalkeeper situation has to be resolved. And nothing against Bayender, but there were some issues. And again, if it wasn't for the offside, that toenail offside, chances are we're drawing 3-3. Maybe. We're lucky if we're getting that penalty, which ended up leading to us winning. And you can talk about the Mount, which kind of looked like a foul, but it shouldn't have been given a penalty because, again, the foul was happening outside the 18. But in the end, woulda, coulda, whatever. But yeah, it wasn't the win I wanted, but we did see fight. We did see a response to how they played. They played better. But again, that second half was the story of this team's mental state is just something else. It is. And the lapses and everything. Now, there were changes, like, again, and I'm not, again, like I mentioned, I'm not going to hate on Kobe or anything. It is just, you did see a change from when we were trying to do the transition from moving from back to middle up to the front. And you can see that there was a change. That's from my opinion that I noticed when Kobe came on. And nothing, again, like I said, nothing about Kobe. I do want him to stay. And I know I mentioned a thing yesterday, and I mentioned, like, and I know yesterday's episode I mentioned, like, if he's thinking this way, then just sell him and go. But there is, so Kobe has work to do. Like, and because, again, I noticed the change, I noticed the transition, that's why. And even treading back and the defense, there were struggles. So, the win was great, but again, there's still concern. But is this going to get better now with Cunha and Mount out? Does that mean now we're going to see more of Manu? Potentially. because we don't know the extent of those two. So for what we may see is, we may see more Bruno up at the 10, or you may see Ahmad at the 10, but we'll see. We don't know anything, and probably won't find out till tomorrow or Monday the extent of the two injuries. But with the injuries, that means Cunha is not going to be going to Brazil to play, so he's going to be resting. Mount wasn't called up to the English team, so he's going to be resting as well. Just the main concern is just getting them healthy and ready to go. So I think that's what it's going to be. And I think, listen, Xerxes will definitely be getting his role increased. I was hoping that Xerxes was going to start today. But at the end of the day, he did come on and he did play well. He came on for Cunha. He did play well. The movement, the feet, everything was there. United were taking offensive opportunities. There's just issues there, just capitalizing and putting it back behind the net. United have the talent and the offensive talent to score, but there were issues. In the midfield, we do need an additional midfield. We definitely need midfield depth, especially if so-and-so is out. But again, you can still have Bruno starting the pivot if needed. You can have Xerxes in the starting 10. So you have depth pieces there. So we'll just, again, we'll find out probably Monday what goes on. So it's just a matter of how things turn after this win. Again, I am happy with the win. I am happy with how things worked out. Some of the first half, again, the offensive movement of the ball looked great. And even the announcer said United need to, they should have put the game away in the first half. It's the truth. Yes, we got the own goal, but we should have put the game away in first half. I'm happy with United responding that quickly. I am. That made me feel better, that they responded that quickly. And then, obviously, in the end, nobody wants to see a penalty get called in those final minutes, but it happened. So we got the penalty, we got the win, we closed out. Was there concern about the final minutes? Yes. I will be honest with you, yes. I thought there would have been a mental, it's just the way things have been going on, then yes, the mental collapse. And people are still saying the system. It's hilarious. 26 shots, 6 on target. We scored 3 goals, and one of them came from one of them only came from Mbuemo. Our third one came from a penalty. The other one was an own goal. We had opportunities to score, but we didn't. We didn't make, we didn't put it back in the back of the net. We struggled. So maybe we will get those opportunities. Cunha had a nice opportunity, but went wide. And Sesko had 2 headers that went wide, one over the top, the other one went wide. So Xerxes had an opportunity, he missed, but there were chances there. It's just looking up, closing, and boom. But it was Mbuemo that went wide, not Cunha, earlier on. So it's going to get there, and the international break is going to make it better too as well. So just we need time, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I'm going to realize, and we'll see. Again, we have 2 important matchups when we get back: City and then Chelsea as well. So that's Actually, let me take a look at the next 3 matches. So I'll do our next. Up into our next break, because we have an international break in the next 4 after the next 4 games. So City, Chelsea, Brentford, Sunderland. Those are our next 3, and then when we come back from after the next break, we have Liverpool. So we have, and nothing against Brentford, nothing against Sunderland, but we have a derby. We're playing Chelsea, who are pretty good. They play pretty good. They beat Fulham today 2-0, Brentford, and then Sunderland. So we have some, and Brentford's not easy to beat. Let's not go there and be like, yeah, it's going to be a cakewalk. Let's not have that mentality like we did on Wednesday. But yeah, City, Man City, yeah, so City, Chelsea, Brentford, and Sunderland. That's what we're looking at here. That is going to be a tough back-to-back matches when we get back from international break. So, but I would like a full healthy squad when we get into that break as well. So we'll see. Hopefully the rest does well for Cunha and Mbeumo. Or not Mbeumo, Cunha and Mason Mount. So, player rankings. So, yeah, let me take a look here. I want to check one thing. Let's check here. Manchester. Oh, that was the women's team. Let me just check Manchester United lineup. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, Bruno, I'll give him a 7.2 today. Sorry, I was just checking. Sometimes I do check how other people do their rankings. But yeah, 7.2 for Bruno. I'll give him that. Euro. There's a couple times there you look like he struggled. I'm not giving him a 9. I'm going to say 6.7. Let's go 6.75. Delit, I thought was fine. I'll give... I'll say the same, 6.75. Mount was fine for me. I'm going to say a 7.1. Cunha, I'll say a 6. I'll say a 6. I'll say the same as Euro and them, 6.75. And Mbeumo, he did struggle from time to time, but it was a nice goal that he got too, to say the least. It was a good follow through and boom. Actually, you know what, Mbeumo, with the corners, everything. Actually, you know what, Bruno, I'm going to give higher. I'm going to give him a 7.5. And Mbeumo, 7.8. Ahmad, 6.2. Xerxes, when he came on, good things. I'll say a 6.5. Actually, you know what? No. Ahmad, I'm going to give a 6.5. He was good. Definitely gave opportunities, definitely gave abilities. But yeah, so let me just take a look here. Yeah, 6.5. Ahmad, 6.5. Should Ahmad be higher? I don't know. 6. Let's go 6.8. Manu, when he came on, I did notice a change just the way the second half went when he came on. And he did get better as the half went on, but there was times when he struggled, especially with carrying the ball moving forward. And a lot of things I saw today was the passes back just have to stop. But I'll say a 6 for Manu. Casemiro was definitely a 6.8 or 6. Yeah, I'll say a 6.8. He did play very well today. The low, that cross, I'll say 6.5. I'll say 6.2. Xerxes, actually, I already did Xerxes. 6.5. I already did Xerxes. Bayender, 2 goals, passes. Actually, he was that one pass from him, which got the header from Xerxes to Delo. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 6. Our defense did fail him from time to time. Sheshko, sorry. Sheshko, I'm going to give a 6 as well. Yeah, 6. He wasn't really noticeable, but he did get headers in. Not much control for him, but they did try to give him feeds, and there was service there. But 6.2, he did get shots on target, which was good. So, my man of the match. Yeah, let's. Who do I want as my man of the match? No, yeah, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go with Mbeumo as the man of the match. His corners are good. Like, he scored, got the corners were there. Definitely gave Bruno opportunities. There's definitely a connection building between those two, especially at the top of the box. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mbeumo as my man of the match. As much as Bruno got the penalty and win, that's his job. But yeah, I'm going to go with Mbeumo as my man of the match. Oh, Ruben. 6.5 for Ruben. For the gaffer. For the boss. I'll say 6.5. So let me know what you think your ratings are. You can put them in the comments, whether it's on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. And let me know. But yeah, so Bruno 7.5, Euro 6.75. Same with Delit. Mount 7.1. Cunha 6.75. Mbeumo 7.8. Ahmad 6.8. Xerxes 6.5. Mainu 6. Casemiro 6.8. Delo 6.2. Bayender 6, and then Sheshko 6, and then Ruben 6.5. So, listen, Ruben can set it up. He can tell the players what to do, but at the end of the day, players have to execute too. So they have to be able to manage and protect that box. So, but when they were there, they closed out, and yeah, we still have struggles with the midfield. We do. We have struggles. So, but listen, at the end of the day, when your players get injured, you have to make those subs, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. The one thing I was happy with Xerxes was you saw what the change of pace was. He's not quite what Cunha is, but he can be up to where he is. So you can see that improvement there. So it was good to have him there. But overall, we got the win. Was it the win that I would have wanted? No, but it's the win that we needed, and sometimes it's the ugly win that just kicks you off and then starts you going in the right direction. So give this squad time. Give Ruben time. We have the transfer window that's ending on Monday, so we'll see what happens. There's going to be opportunities there. So give him time. We'll see how everything closes out too. So be patient. We'll see. We'll definitely give it time. But yeah, that's it for the episode. I'll be back Monday because it is the final day of the transfer. If anything changes, any updates, any breaking news, because I know Lemens is rumored. Again, like I always say, until I see him with the social media team on our desk signing that contract, that's what I'm looking for. Until that happens. Because anything could happen. If you're following what's happening with Chelsea right now, Delap's injured. Nicholas Jackson is on loan to Byron, and he is not coming back, even though Chelsea tried to recall him back. So, yeah. So we'll see. Again, we don't know the extent of Delap's injury, but losing a striker, potential 2 strikers in the same day is tough, and hopefully we'll see what happens with Nicholas Jackson. We'll see what Chelsea does, but but yes, I'll be back Monday. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, whether it's on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Instagram, TikTok at the Red Devils Corner Kick Pod, and X at RD Corner Kick Pod. Also, let me know in the comments what you thought of the win as well. Share your thoughts. But yes, I will see you guys Monday. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy your Sunday. If you have a long weekend like myself, enjoy the remainder of your long weekend. I'll talk to you guys Monday. This is the Red Devils Corner Kick Pod. Glory, glory, Man United.